Okay.
Eychimo's Adventures is now live. Multi-streaming with
See if this works. Okay, we're attaching. A rough time getting this to run, or stream I should say. We'll see if it's going to work here. Error code. Wonderful. That's not very good. Let's see if we can't restart this. Oh, you gotta love it. Huh. Doesn't want me to log out of it. Let's close the window. Let's try this again. Alright, we'll relaunch. Okay, a third time's a charm. Second time. Do, 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 do. Huh. And it doesn't want to clear once it does that. What the hell is the deal here? Okay, well, let's just try it again. Okay. Let's close it down completely and restart the launcher. Maybe that'll do it.
Right.
No idea what the problem is here. It's Star Citizen, obviously. It's pulling up a error code. Okay, this time it loaded. Closing out the launcher seems to have fixed it and reopened it. Alright. Yes, it does appear to be loading this time. Okay, we got it. I think we got it. Didn't sound good. Alright. Alright, let's see. No contacts on. I picked, yeah. I think Lorville's where we're at here. Maybe not. I think that's what I picked. I did go in and redo my character. And change the action map, set everything back up again for my preferences. Let's see how it works here. Okay, load times are back up. I am on an M2 drive, so. But they do appear to be up. Used to load quicker than this in 3.7. Maybe busy servers. May not load at all. We'll find out. I had a hell of a time getting it to run. Okay, I'm going to have to add a new command here. Stand up, because they've changed the keybind and used to be able to just, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Lorville if I remember correctly. Alright, still looks like everything's in the same place. Don't see any chat. Whoops. Change view.
Roger that.
Oh, let me see how we do this. God, no. Change view.
Roger that.
Okay, what was that? Alright. Mobile glass.
Open mobile glass.
Okay, whoops, that's bugs back. Mobile glass.
Open mobile glass.
Okay, let's try F1. It shouldn't make any difference whether, however, I have no mobile glass. Wonderful. Huh. Can't open a mobile glass. Obviously a bug. Let's see what happens when we get out of this room. See if that makes any difference. Yeah, definitely on Lordville. Okay, mobile glass. Mobile glass.
Open mobile glass.
You can
Try
try
it.
F2 or F11, but I don't know if it will work.
Yeah, F1's not working. Star map.
Activating now.
Nope, no mobile glass. Can't open. Won't stay open. It's starting to open, but then it closes. Well, let's take a peek here. We'll see F2. Okay, F2 did work that time. Okay, whatever the bug was, it seems to have quit. Okay, we're just gonna, here real quick, we're gonna go in here and, oh, unequip helmet. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobile glass.
Okay. Change view.
Roger that.
Whoops. Wasn't that the right key but press there? How about Z key? Yep, okay. There we go. There you can see. That's what I made. Asian. Female because I don't look like watching guy butt. Change view.
Roger that.
Okay, the view system is different. We have two views now instead of one in first person mode. Mobile glass.
I forgot to say hi, so. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself? Yeah, it looks like just jitterbugs from the new from a new patch. To be expected. Alright, I don't really care about armor.
I am doing great, thank you for aching.
Eyewear. Don't have eyewear. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobile glass.
Okay, let's see if we can get out of here now that I'm lost. Let's see, Lorville. I hope I can remember where I'm at here. Okay. Used adjust all these controls again. Frame rates don't seem to be bad. Why isn't that? Oh, called elevator. There we go. Just gotta get in. Come on in. I'm gonna go ground floor wherever he's gonna go. Somebody else's chain suits. Alright, let's see. How do I remember where we're at here? Let's see. Guess we go this way. Yep, this is the way. Frame rates are really good.
Looks hard to control with the VR.
No, I'm using it for when I'm on FPS mode. I use a Xbox 360 gamepad. You have to change the settings a bit when you're in VR because WarpX will try to override and it won't work quite right. So if you want to be able to use your sticks and stuff, you have to change some settings. But it's real easy to use when you're using voice attack. And then I use the 360 controller, and then I have dual joysticks. So it's real easy to control between those three items. It's real easy to control in VR. So it's not bad at all. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where I'm at here. Which way do we go? Do we go left or right? I don't really remember where the spaceport is. Oh, we're going the right way. We want to go Metro Center this way.
Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry line.
Okay. Metro Center. Now one of these is
Welcome to
left
Metro
or right.
Center.
I don't really
Transfers
remember.
to the perimeter,
Oh, here we go.
spaceport,
Yep.
and industry line.
You go the other way, you go to the central line, I do believe. To downtown or whatever it may be. Boy, we got a train.
You're
waiting
on the
us.
right path.
Yeah, I haven't been here in a while. And obviously I did make good timing because the tram was here.
Next stop, TISA Spaceport.
Frame rates are really good for being here on Lorville. So they've done something right. Definitely did something right.
Is Star Citizen cooler in VR?
Now arriving.
Yes, 3D
TISA
is always
Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking
3D
the train.
is always excellent. I mean, there are cheap games in 3D VR that aren't any that look really like they were made 20 years ago, but good quality games are really, really nice when you can see them in 3R. Door's not going to open, or am I on the wrong side? Door, there it goes. Just a little slow. But yeah, it's always nice to have depth in 3D. Customs. I have no idea. What's that say? Central Business District. This is customs. I hardly will play a game anymore unless I can play it in VR. Although I do enjoy games where I can use Tobii eye tracking. That's almost as good as VR. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here. So I'm kind of going on memory, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised I get lost. I think they may have a problem with the AI, because they all standing there in line like they're going to get shot. Maybe they're just mannequins. Okay, there's the terminals. Now I gotta remember where the elevators are.
Is shooting from FPS weapon hard in VR?
No,
Can
same.
you look and shoot in different directions, or you are aiming where you look?
You can actually look in different directions, but you pretty much are looking where you're looking is where you're going to shoot. When you pull your gun, you can look down sights. You cannot. I've never tried FPS anything in third person as far as actually shooting a gun, so I can't really say if you can look elsewhere and shoot. I would not think so. That would be a very unfair advantage to people. I would think you pretty much where you look, where you shoot. I have not tried it, so I can't say for sure. Elevators to hangars, okay. But it's just like any other first-person game. You pull your gun, you have your mark out there. You know where you aim at, and you can look down sights. Okay, we're just gonna take the Renegade. Hangar 9. But make no mistake about it, unless you're using track IR or something, you're not going to have better head tracking than you have in VR. Track IR is just as good. Their facial tracking is not as good. It's not as accurate. It's not as close. So so as far as first-person combat, you're gonna be at a disadvantage unless you are using very good head tracking. Because as you can see, head tracking is excellent when you're in VR. Because I'm actually using the Rift for head tracking. But it works the same whether you're using Index, Vive, no matter what you're using. If you have VR, you have excellent head tracking.
Civilian AI will be improved in patch 3.9. NPC are bugged a little at the moment.
Yes. But you know, see, they're using face recognition software, and it's never going to be as good as hardware tracking is basically what I'm using. You don't have to wait for it to I mean, I've tried it, just played around with it, and it was okay. It just
True.
It was just not as good as what I get in VR. And track IR, or even if they put in Tobii eye tracking, if they installed that into the game, it would be just as good. But if you're using your camera for face tracking, it's just not going to be as responsive as hardware. And these ships do look really cool in VR. I know you can't see it, but the guns and stuff just look awesome when you look down them. Landing gear. The Scatling gun looks real trippy in 3D. The Prospector looks really good in 3D. The mining laser and stuff. I mean, anytime you have 3D depth, of course, it's going to make a difference. Okay, let's remember if I can remember how to get out of this place. Start up.
Acknowledged.
Okay. Looks like, well, the HUD's
I can
not
see only
straight.
2D now, but it still looks cool.
Yeah, you can only see it in 2D, unfortunately. And even when I can actually stream off my off the Rift itself, but you still only get one eye, so it's still only 2D. But 3D, it really does look amazing. Okay, contacts. Contacts.
Broadcasting now.
Hopefully this works. Yes. Get some permission to get out of here. Did I get clearance? Close mobile glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
Find out by looking up. Yep, doors are opening. Okay, let's hope this goes smoothly here. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Alrighty. And we're airborne.
Landing gear retracted.
Change view.
Roger that.
View 8. Change
That's
view.
affirmative. Roger that.
That didn't work. View 8.
That's affirmative.
Change view.
Roger
Obviously,
that.
I'm going to have to reset up my visuals. View 4.
Understood.
Change view.
Roger
Yep,
that.
it's just going back to default, so obviously I got to reset them. Okay, change view. Change view.
Roger that.
All right. Cruise control. Let's see if we can't get out of here without violating anybody's airspace. Ought to be able to. Change view.
It must
Roger
be weird
that.
look around from external view in VR.
Yeah, it is. It's really you just use it for fun. I can't see where it would be any advantage to fly or to FPS that way. It just except for fun. Change view.
Roger that.
I mean, some of the departures from planets and stuff in VR, when you're in third person, are really neat looking. The way it jumps out from the planets and they reduce. But I can't imagine trying to actually do anything in third person, except for having fun with it. Star map.
Activating now.
Okay, let's see. Okay, star map is not working right, obviously. Let's see, what was the button to bring it back in to center it? There it goes, okay. Whoa, it's not exactly working right. Okay, we are in Hurston, Aberdeen. Let's go out. Boy, we really had to scroll out, didn't we? Okay, we'll check out Microtech just because we can. R-Corp, Microtech. Set route. Close star map.
Affirmative.
Okay, we're not out of the atmosphere yet, so doubt if we're gonna range.
Collecting data.
Well, we might. Range.
Collecting
Cruise
data.
control. Sensing wasting fuel. 38.
Affirmative.
38 million. Quite a bit of distance. Range.
Collecting data.
Change view.
Double-clicking right mouse button
Roger
is
that.
zooming map out, but I don't know how to do this on other controllers.
Yeah, I can still use my mouse. The trouble is that I just forgot. Jump. Jump.
Jumping.
There it goes. Might have the mic a little far away. Little lag spike there. Sure took an awful long time to get into quantum. And there's why third person view is fun. Change view.
Roger that.
All right. 38. We're going to overheat, I bet. MFD. Let's see if
Accepted. You may now proceed.
let's see if this works. Let's,
Two engines.
shit. Wrong
Two
button.
weapon systems. New power. Two shields.
Close MFD.
Understood.
Startup.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. MFD. Wrong button.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I knew as soon as I hit it I was in trouble. This power button, not the one on the side. It's not going to give me items. Huh. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're actually going to be able to do this. Whoops. Close MFD.
Understood.
It's not going to let me reset. Well, that's why we have test servers. All right. Range.
Collecting data.
I was going to cut down the power so we didn't overheat, but we're just going to have to take our chances. Jump.
Quantum travel
Jumping.
initiated.
Just going to have to take our chances. Taking an awful long time to get into quantum travel. They must have slowed it down something, or the entry in. Guess one ought to read the patch notes. Frame rates aren't bad. Change view.
Roger that.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass to reset all my views. For instant access, I'll do it offline. Just so everybody doesn't have to watch me struggle through it. But I have several that I use for certain things, like landing, leaving planets just for fun. Not really need it, but makes life easier. Change view.
Roger that.
Guess I could turn off all these hints. Didn't do that yet. And I'll look into the MFD issue here later too. Like I say, I'm a little surprised it's not working again. They were working pretty good in 3.7. But a lot of times when they add new stuff, they have to disconnect old stuff. Although I read that they supposedly got server-side OCS working. Now, I don't know what kind and how good, but if they did, they should have opened up a whole lot of server space. But that doesn't mean they don't have all the kinks worked out of it yet either. I really wish they'd figure out how to do something with this quantum travel. I just think it's too big a time sink.
They did, and it's nice.
Yeah, I think if they open up the servers where they don't overload them so bad, I think it'll make a big difference. I mean, their frame rates were all right, but every time they added something, they had to remove something to make enough room that the game would run without crashing. But I'm sure they still got tweaks they have to do to it. I also thought we were supposed to get UI improvements on this one, but I guess not. Might not have been this patch. Yeah, I kind of wish QT was about half the time it takes. But that's personal preference, and you got to live with what they give you in every game. And I play flight simulators, and I'm sorry, I can fly halfway across countries and I don't bitch about how long it takes. So what the hell? But when you're flying over the ground, you've got things to watch and see and check out. Here in space, you really don't get to see nothing except this tunnel. I am really hoping they reach the point where we can rearrange some of these HUD items, or at least visor items. I guess it's not really our HUD, it's the helmet visor. I definitely would like to move around the chat box. Obviously they turned off overheat because 40 million kilometers, this ship normally overheats. And it's got military grade components in it because it's a Renegade. And I do not think we can land here. At least what is the big city is New Babbage or something like that. I think I read where it was turned off. That may not be true. Might have been an original patch note. First time I've been in the PTU, so. Patch notes I read were probably the original ones for the release.
You can land on station.
There you go. Yeah, they put stations in above all the landing sites, I guess. Have you been on the station yet? I haven't, so I guess I could. I guess I could check it out.
It's cool.
Might as well take a look since we're out here. Almost there. Wow, that's pretty far away. Oh, we're closing distance pretty quick here. Cruise control.
Quantum travel complete.
Cruise control. Why is my range?
Affirmative.
There it goes.
Collecting data.
It was working. Range. Range.
Collecting data.
Okay, I seem to be missing a planet somewhere. The planet is not actually in the game yet, or star map?
Activating now.
Maybe we didn't get here. No, we went out to MIC1. How about that? Close star map. Obviously, clicked the wrong one.
Affirmative.
Range.
Collecting data.
Cruise control. How about that? I was going to say it doesn't look right.
Affirmative.
Jump.
Quantum travel
Jumping.
initiated.
That's just a Lagrange point. Probably is a station there.
That's
a
a
rest
lot of
area.
talking for playing game.
Yes, it is. So another 4 million kilometers. Okay, well. That's another 4%. 10%, I guess. The only thing I don't like when you're in the cockpit, you can't really look over your head. You can look 360 when you're on the ground, but when you're in your cockpit, it limits you to 180 degrees. You'll notice that. And this ship's not a really big thing. You can't see behind you anyway. But some ships, the way the cockpits are made, you should be able to look behind you. And the way they've got it set up, you can't do it. Only 180 degrees. Probably an oversight originally, and it'd probably take a whole lot. Well, they'd have to redo all the art, maybe, to redo it, to fix it. Just a guess. Like I say, you 360, you can stand up. You can actually play standing up on FPS mode. And you can actually do it in your cockpit. But yeah, you can play Star Citizen standing up or stand-up desk. When you're in VR, you don't have any need for your keyboard, of course. You can play it with your touch controllers, but it's a little more tricky and a lot more demanding on your resources.
If you will turn
that.
only head, I think it's realistic to look only that far.
Yeah, like I say, this ship you can't see behind you anyway if you try to turn around. If you try to turn, you know what I mean? But some ships have bubble canopies, and you could actually probably, you know what I mean? Look a lot more than 180. This ship, even if you couldn't see anything because the bulkhead's back there. But like in my in the Prospector, I should be able to look 360 degrees, just because I'm inside a big bubble canopy. I should be able to see my ship. Same way in a Freelancer. I can't look around behind, down the side in a Freelancer because I'm limited to 180. It's not a big deal, of course. It's just, and it'd probably take a whole lot to fix. Now, range. See if I can find this station.
Collecting data.
OEM 5, I bet it's a square one, isn't it? Port what? That must be it, maybe. OEM 1. I am betting this is it. Fort Tressler. Jump. I'm going to find out. Jump.
Only your head is moving, so it would
Jumping.
probably look super broken if you would turn your head more while sitting.
That's probably true. Yeah, because actually I can only look 90 degrees to a side myself.
Quantum travel.
Cruise control. So yeah, realistic, but but when you're sitting in a chair with no back on it, you normally can, you can look over your shoulder. Well, you have to twist a little, of course. I take it this is the station that we're looking for. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
That planet's awful bright, isn't it? Says I got 100% quantum fuel. I wonder how they managed that. Obviously, they've got the burn rates turned off. Obviously, burn rates are turned off. Okay, let's find out where the landing pads are. Contacts.
Broadcasting now.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Close mobile glass.
Closing mobileglass.
I don't see a marker anywhere, but oh, way down here. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down. And locked.
Landing gear deployed.
And the good news is we're not dead yet. these question marks? Okay, we got a hanger here, we got a pad. It's like a pad. And this is really trippy in 3D. It does changes your whole perspective of the game.
Proximity alert deck.
Yeah.
Proximity alert deck.
As long as I don't miss it, I'm okay.
Landing complete.
Alright, let's go check it out here.
Pleasant stay.
Whoops.
Weapon systems offline.
See, now I just pick up my Xbox 360 and we're good to go. Ah. Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger that.
All right. Whoa. Something just passed us up. Was it the elevator on the outside? Little lobby. Okay.
Elevators are a little broken in this patch. Look out for them.
You're saying they're going to kill me. That's alright. I die all the time anyway. It's not a biggie. There's some alarm going off somewhere. We got a customs department here. That was a little weird. Okay. Drake interplanetary. Looked like a pretty big station.
One of them run me over and broke my legs too, was scary.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Uh-oh. Don't know what happened there, but got me breathing hard. No idea what happened, but I got breathing hard. Looks like a bowl of noodles, rest and relax. Ought to be some stores around here. I wish everything wasn't so murky. I guess that's just the theme they're going with, but I like it when things are crisp and clear. More rest and relax. This guy doesn't actually sell anything. Noodle bar.
Understood.
Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger that.
Frame rate seemed a little bit lower. Yeah, it seems like the stairs are trying to kill me because she keeps groaning. We got nothing but juice bars. A lot of food courts. dogs, juice bar, noodle bar, pizza. No actual shops here. No idea what these are. Games. Casino, I guess. Huh. I'd have thought there'd been some more shops besides food shops.
There are shops on station, but I think you must go the other way.
Aha. Yeah, it looks like all these are just food court maybe, which may have a place in the game later where you buy food to carry around, I guess. Feed your character. Books and cigars. I don't see a whole lot of use in those. Does that just take me right back downstairs? Like a dead end. Nope, nope. Look out the window. Security. That's where I came in at, back there at security. Let's see what's down here. It would be nice if they had more signs. So you can tell where you're going. But I guess after you'll go be in here enough times, you'll learn your way everywhere. Locker room. Definitely more area back this way. Yeah, this station's pretty good size. Even on the inside. Even on the inside. Platinum Bay. They sell ships if I... Oh no, they sell components. Yes. Easy Hab. Obviously we can obviously you can
Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
log in here eventually. What's she got to say here?
We just got a few new items in, so make sure to check them out.
What do you mean new items in? Why would you have new items?
You can write now.
Well, this looks like deodorants, which I guess makes sense if this is the habitation area. Clothing shop. Dead end. There's admin.
Logging into the game is working on every station in this patch.
It is. Well, that's amazing. Although I will admit they've gotten ship log out working pretty good in 3.7, I will admit.
We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart. You will have to return.
Oh, gonna steal my ship. It's alright. I can live with that. Time to waste credits. Okay.
Is this screen 2D for you or is model 3D?
3D. This here is 2D. This one's 3D. This one's 2D.
Weird.
Well, the thing about the helmets, you would think, well, you see they have different visuals on the outside looking out, but your field of view inside doesn't change, I've noticed. Notice it just doesn't change. See, one's a working helmet, one's...
It was changing earlier, but people didn't like that.
Oh, they didn't. Well, yeah, I would think the helmet you have on would determine your visibility. But that's just me, of course. You know, not everybody's... Some people, they want, you know...
Are you using Vorps?
Yes, Warp X. Mobile glass.
Good evening, BTW.
Mobile glass.
Open Mobiglass.
There it goes. Looks like it's a little buggy. Little buggy.
Heavy armors had really bad visibility.
Yes, and I wouldn't... Unless I was actually going to do solid FPS work, I wouldn't wear heavy to begin with. In fact, most of the time I just play around in a flight suit. Unless I know I'm going to get into trouble, then I'll put on my light armor. if that makes sense. Somewhere they claim that you can't even get in your pilot suit if you have armor on of any type. That's going to be entered into the game. So I figure there's no sense me getting used to wearing it all the time. Like buying backpacks and all that stuff, carrying it around. You're not actually going to be able to get in your seat, your pilot seat in your ship, which makes sense. You won't fit. If you're wearing anything besides your flight suit, when you get out of your seat, then you equip your armor. So I've gotten to the point that I don't put any armor on until I know I'm going to absolutely use it for that reason, just so I don't get used to, having it all the time and dependent on it and then get myself blown away when I got to run around without it. Change view.
Roger that.
Change view. But that might not happen for what? 4 years?
I am doing a lot of FPS combat, so I am using heavy armor.
Yes, of course. Like if I was going to do one of these new missions where you have to go rescue somebody or whatever, why would you even try to do one without heavy armor? Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger that.
Yes, I agree. And I wouldn't, like I say, and I wouldn't, and stuff like that where you're going to find combat, why would you even use light armor at all? I think you're just asking for trouble. So I don't know that light armor will actually have any use in the game. Because if you're going to go into a combat situation, well, they can say speed and all that stuff. Well, I'm sorry. I'd rather have the armor than be able to walk faster. But that's just me. I'm sure there are some people that will get very good with do very good with light armor. They'll But yeah, I wouldn't go into combat without heavy armor on myself, knowing that I'm just trying to get used to not using any armor, just using a flight suit. In the meantime, and then when I go to do something that says it's going to be a combat area or an FPS mission, I'll put armor on. I just don't want to get into a thing where I've got to change clothes every time I get into my ship, when I don't have to. Okay, I think I've seen everything here now, haven't I? Did I miss anything? Are they supposed to open up the planet in this patch, or they just put it in the game? Okay, we're going to have to resummon this. I see it still says it's on pad, and I know they said that...
What do you mean?
The planet itself here, Microtech. Aren't they supposed to open the planet up on this patch? They just haven't got it open yet? Or have they even changed that? That was the first patch notes I read, that I couldn't go there yet. Just go to this station. It says my ship's still on the pad.
It's open.
It is open. Okay, well, we'll fly down there then.
You can go there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at the planet. I'm just at the orbital station, I guess. So we'll see if we can fly down the planet. Didn't it say 3? I think it said 3. Probably 4. That's what happens when I distract myself. Doesn't feel like this elevator's moving. I guess it is. Oh, got the right one. Alright, we'll try and go down.
There is no entrance to city, but planet is there.
Okay, go down to the planet but can't enter the city. Okay, well, we'll check out some of the new weather tech then. If I remember not to crash into that overhead. I've done that a few times at this station. Forgot I had something over my head. And bam. Alright, start up.
Acknowledged.
So we'll do a manual
Aegis of
takeoff
reconnaissance
instead of trying to be fancy.
Systems green.
Just get off the ground. Swing it around.
Thank you. Please use it again.
There we go. Yeah, I've got control set up that I take off. Raise landing gear. That ain't it. Raise landing gear. There it
Landing
goes.
gear retracted.
Landing gear.
And it lowers up, raises my landing gear and everything just to be lazy. And I've forgotten on some of these stations that there's an overhead and smacked right into them. Range. Let's see if we've got a landing
Collecting data.
thing on the planet, or we got to go in manually. Okay, all I see is red markers. So there's absolutely no station bound. Everything's red anyway. Well, there's New Babbage. So we can't go in the city, but we can still maybe. Too close. Yeah, so obviously we cannot actually. Those look like oceans. Let's get on down on the planet. Cruise control. We'll just power on down there, see what
Affirmative.
happens. Change view.
Roger that.
Awful bright. Change view.
Roger that.
Look at some of the cloud tech and stuff they're bragging about. Atmospheric conditions. It's another big one they're proud of. Try not to kill myself. Is this planet full of snow, I take it?
Site says that there is new patch for PTU.
A new patch. Oh, I just got the fresh patch today, but they could have put out another one since I did that. Well, usually when they update the patch, it kicks me out. So I probably have it. Because it did download. Whoops, see, it just kicked me out. So there you have it. There you have it. It's gonna make me update it. So you're absolutely right. Okay. We'll have to check here. Whoops. Yeah, we know that. Okay. Let's see if we can restart the launcher. Damn, wonder where it'll put me. See if it'll update. PTU.
Preparing.
Alright, that's not cool. Why are you doing that? Doesn't say it's going to patch. Huh. Sure kicked me out though. And normally that's exactly what it does, is it kicks me out when they release a new patch and it's got to be updated. Of course, it could have just been a normal disconnect. Alright, let's relaunch, see what happens.
Try verify or wait a little.
If it'll let me back in, it may have just been a disconnect. But normally that's exactly what happened when they update and they put it live. It'll kick me out. Load back in here. Error code. See? Might have to try it again. Here, I think it probably did update. Now I'm getting an error code again. Let's see. See if we can verify. Okay, now I just gotta install. So there you go. Yep, it was a patch update. Maybe it'll stick me back on the station. Might go all the way back to Lorville. Seems to be a short patch. Now we'll launch. Didn't take much to patch, so they didn't change much. But yeah, that's normally exactly what happens, is they no longer have the right file version. It normally just kicks you right out. Make sure it doesn't give me another error code. Damn it, it did, son of a bitch. Probably have to close the launcher like I did last time. Get a full update here. Try verifying one more time. Huh. Whoops. How about, let's make sure. PTU. Okay, it's trying to verify.
I have read patch notes and my favorite in this one is swapping weapons should no longer occasionally cause one to vanish.
Yeah, I read that one myself. Whoops. It's updating again. Okay, let's close it again, reopen it. Yeah, I read that one. I thought that was funny. Oh, it keeps wanting to update something in here. Version 3.8 PTU. Downloading manifest. Says it's good to go. Did they switch it to live? No. Alright, we'll try to launch again. I don't know. Come on. Okay, we're loading in this time. Okay, we got it.
But 50% of patch notes in Star Citizen have swapping weapons should no longer occasionally cause one to vanish in it, and bug is still there in every patch.
Yes.
Woohoo. Let's go get that money, yai.
Yes, unfortunately, they have a lot of that kind of problem. Let's see where we're at. I bet we're way back on Lorville. Could have swore I just saw a disconnect. Bad token.
Let's hope this one will fix this.
Yep, we got a bad token, so quit game again. Alright. I don't know what the problem is here. Why would we have a bad token if it did update? It says it updated, but it's giving me a bad token, so why would it want to install 3.7 live? Okay, everything says good to go. Now I'm getting an update for the PTU again. What did they do? Get the first one wrong and shouldn't have released it, or what? I had a feeling that was the case when it gave me a bad token when I logged in. Awful late at night for them to re-releasing a patch. It is updating one file. Oh, 500 files. Holy shit. Huh.
I have error 15006 and I have no idea how to fix this.
Yeah, I don't know. I just got kicked out. They just had a patch update.
Google the error code.
I got 4 files left here. Yeah, they kicked me out because they had a patch update. And I'm not sure if the patch will load yet. We got one more file to. Okay, it says launch. Let's try it again. Like I say, they just fresh patch. It's going to kick you out every time, or it always does me. Then it patched and then went back in and it said it had a bad token. So and then I got back out and they said they're going to patch again. So maybe the first time they patched it, they entered a patch that wasn't right.
At RestreamBot I did that, but I done everything that could fix this and error is still there.
Okay. And what's the error actually saying? Okay. Let's see where. Say that's going to let me back in. Doesn't mean it'll let me in where we left off, but it's going to let me back in. It's going to try and let me back in. Famous last words. Yeah, load times are definitely longer. Or at least for me. Oh, I have no idea where I'm at. I'm back in Olisar. Holy shit. Change view.
Roger that.
Got the helmet and the outfit I bought. Change view. I'm sure this is Olisar. Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger that.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the station. That nope, this is Olisar. We got sent back to Olisar, I think. No, we did not. This is not Olisar, I don't believe. This is the space station. I think. I don't know how to... think it... How about that? I figured I'd wind up back at Olisar. I mean, or God knows Lordville, but looks like I'm back on the station. Whatever they called it. Oops. Yep, we're back on the station. I'll be damned. Well, that wasn't no big loss, was it? Not that I remember how to get around, but... like I'm supposed to remember where I was. There's admin. Okay, there's where I bought goodies. So we got to go back this way. That's admin. Okay, there's the clothing store. Platinum Bay. That's Easy Hab. Alright, now I gotta remember where all the damn ship kiosks were. No? Yep, got myself lost here. Okay, see how you get turned around and gone with the wind. Here we go. How about that? We found our way. How about that? Unknown. Well, we know where it's at. Can we retrieve it, or do we gotta? Well, it's not saying I can't retrieve it.
Your ship has been delivered to the following land.
Huh. It's better than having to claim it. I'll be damned. Normally I have to claim it.
Be right back, I must do something.
Uh-oh. Yeah, normally I have to claim my ship. Pad 1. Whoa. Elevator hits you in the back of the head as it comes. Alright. Back on track. Almost there. Okay, do this again, obviously. Ship's facing the other direction. All right. Start up.
Acknowledged.
Alright, let's see if we can take off without dying.
Systems green. Proximity alert. Head. Shields recharging. Shields up.
Cruise control.
Thank you. Please excuse.
Raise landing gear.
Affirmative. Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Let's try this again. try it again. Yeah, I think it looks like snow. See any green?
I am back.
Yeah, we came back on the station, believe it or not. Cruise control. So we didn't have to do much over. I'm
Affirmative.
surprised. Yeah, they definitely looked like snow. Definitely not burning any fuel. No quantum fuel anyway.
I restarted my computer and error is no more.
So it just had a fault in there somewhere. Well, we look awful high up for 14,000 feet. Awful high
I think
up.
it's in meters.
It ought to be in feet, though. It could be in meters, but most altimeters read in feet. I don't mean that this one does. It could be in meters. That would put us awful lot higher in the air by about 3 times. So you could very well be right. Well, I guess that's ice. I was thinking that was clouds. This is definitely, oh, I was gonna say this is a frozen world, but that sure looks like trees. Frozen trees. Looks pretty good. Landing mode.
The landing gear is
We'll
down.
get out and see if we can find a flat spot here and get out and walk a little bit. just to take a look what it looks like.
Proximity alert. Deck. Proximity alert. Deck. Proximity alert. Deck. Landing complete.
Okay, let's go take a walk in the forest, see what we got.
Weapon systems offline.
I don't see any clouds. I thought those were clouds, but I guess it was just ice. Oh, there's clouds over there. Looks like we got a graphical glitch here. Or is that streaks in my helmet? Water raining on my helmet, maybe? I don't know what that is. I guess it's supposed to be raining. Pretty much a clear sky. Maybe snow? That's kind of different. I need a windshield wiper. Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Looks like bugged snow.
Roger that.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be snow. Okay, to get rid of the helmet crud, just go into third person. What's it look like in the water here? I mean, in this. Get over here in the forest. Can we run through the forest? Look at the wind blowing. Yep, we can run through the forest. Being awful touchy walking in. Doesn't really want to walk. Don't know why not. Shouldn't be in run mode. Okay, this actually looks pretty good. That definitely looks weird in 3Ds. I mean, can't walk over that. Gravity must be pretty strong here.
Yeah, it looks really 2D.
Yeah, not here it doesn't. I mean, it looks 3D here. Change view.
Roger that.
Yeah, see, I have, looks pretty good. Huh. Must have changed some key commands. I can't draw my weapon. I can crouch.
Sure.
And snow bug is fixed nice.
Yeah, it really looks pretty good. I mean, I need a windshield wiper on my visor, but I mean, that would make for some interesting stealth stuff, you know, when you're, like I say, it'll crouch alright. Cannot draw my weapon. Isn't that interesting? Gonna have to check out the commands. And you only have the visibility thing on your helmet when you're in first person. Change view.
Roger that.
See, now it just disappears. So I do have a weapon equipped, don't I? Yep, she's got one. Just won't draw it. I'm going to have to check what the commands changed. Change view.
Roger that.
Pretty good. Got footprints. Yeah, they've changed something because I can no longer just slow
Have you
walk.
tried new melee combat?
Not yet, no. And I'll probably have to set it up so I can do it properly on my controller. Yeah, see, it's not letting me walk. Just running. Let's see what the keyboard does. Nope. Yeah, see, obviously it's got a toggle on somewhere that I'm going to have to search out. Because I should just be able to regular walk. And it's not changing. Even when I'm messing with the mouse here.
Is scrolling down on mouse don't work?
No. It's not working. Change view.
Roger that.
That's bad.
Yeah, it means they've changed something and I've got to go in and figure out what it is. Actually, it's actually zooming me in now, just zooming me in and out. And that may be Vorpex doing that. It's possible that's a Vorpex issue in the change of the new patch. Does not zoom unless I am moving though, so it could be a Vorpex issue. I'll have to check it out. Because yeah, I cannot not run, it looks like. And I should be able to walk and run just by left stick. I shouldn't be in all run mode. And I am. So there's a toggle on somewhere that they've changed since my last setup. No biggie. See, as I walk backwards, I'm walking. As soon as I go forward, I go into run mode. So there's a toggle on. Sideways, I'm in walking mode. So there's a toggle. Okay, I have to say that Microtech does look pretty good. Or at least the rest of the world. It looks like it's all frozen. I didn't see any real green patches. Wasn't Microtech supposed to be the planet with all the fauna on it, though? I don't remember. They change so much all the time.
No.
No? Little graphical glitch there when I look at it just right.
They didn't talk about fauna at all.
Might not be the planet I'm thinking of. Is canopy gonna shut? There it goes. Awful slow.
It's
Start up.
sad because I want to see some fauna.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
weapon assist activated.
Lorville, I guess, isn't too bad. Hurston, there's some if you look for it, but I thought one of them was supposed to be really high in fauna and stuff. I was thinking it was this one, but guess not. Take off. Take off.
Launch
Ascending.
complete.
Retracting
And of
module.
course it wouldn't
Handing
be,
it home.
because it looks like it's all frozen to me.
Landing gear retracted.
Because even the water's frozen. It's not sea, that's frozen. Yeah, see, that's frozen all the way across. Which means it'd have to be an awful shallow ocean or lake or whatever it is, or the world is awfully cold. Because that sure looked, well, with all those rocks poking up, I guess it would be pretty shallow, wouldn't it? So that makes sense. We'll have to actually find a cruise control.
Affirmative.
Interesting. Won't throttle up here in the atmosphere. Huh. Change view. It's not like
Roger
I'm
that.
flying straight up. Change view.
Roger that.
Interesting. Clouds don't look too bad. They're not flight sim good, but they're really not that shabby. Yes, not that shabby. Star map.
Activating now.
Okay, what was that? Planet. Microtech. Comrade. Huh. Norville. Well, looks good as a place as any. Hello, Star Map.
Affirmative.
Cruise control. Range.
Collecting data. Affirmative.
Change view.
Roger that.
Jump.
Jumping.
Yeah, they've changed the animation down on jumps. Takes longer to enter quantum travel. Change view.
Roger that.
Attention. Please hold for your vessel to be scanned.
Wonderful. Didn't even get a warning. They've changed that.
Everything checks out. You're free to go.
Range.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Quantum travel
Jumping.
initiated.
Yeah, normally get a screen shake or something when you're getting pulled out of QT. They'll probably pull me out again here, short distance. Okay, patch seems to be running fairly good.
No 30K so far.
Good.
I must test that weapon thing.
Yes. Okay, something screwed up on my guns. You can no longer fire weapons in QT. Yeah, I'm going to have to check all that stuff out later. Looks like most of the basic stuff's in. I'm going to have to go in and check some of my controls.
That was never an option.
Oh, I thought we could. Maybe not. Hey, you know, first thing that goes your memory. Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust some of the control scheme. Figure out why I can't walk, why I can't draw the gun. It's always good to be able to. Best to find out before you need it. But it looks like most of the basic stuff works okay. I haven't found any. Mobile glass seems to bug once in a while, but if you just hang with it, it starts working. Haven't found any of their frame rate killers that they were talking about. And one thing you notice in VR is if your frame rate drops too low. It's really noticeable. And I was on Lorville, and it worked just fine on Lorville. On Hurston, so getting good frame rates there. I would think you're getting good frame rates everywhere. MFD. I think the
Accepted. You may
MFDs are
now
bugged.
proceed.
Yeah, see, I can't pull nothing up. Yeah, see, MFDs are definitely bugged. Not working properly.
Windowed full screen is not working.
It's not. I'm running in windowed. I'm just not running in full screen. Close MFD.
Understood.
I am actually running in window mode. I am not running full screen.
Windowed is working.
Yeah, like I say, I'm actually running in windowed, but windowed full screen is not working. That's interesting. I know I had a hell of a time getting the stream set up because I could not use the window to stream. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but
MFDs in Avengers are bugged, but other ships works great.
Okay, this one's not working. I mean, I'm just noticed. And I haven't tried another ship yet, but this one is not working. Definitely not working. I mean, it's just won't bring up what you want. You can't change them. They're working as far as visual, but when you try to access them, they're just not doing what you want. Which is not an issue, but they've turned the overheat off, which I think they did. Well, I've got some things I got to do, so I think I am going to...
Yes, it's old bug that is only in this ship.
Yeah, that figures. Although it was working, I used to not have a problem with it. But I think that was probably patch 3.6. MFD.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Low power, 2 weapon systems.
Close MFD.
2 engines.
Understood.
2 shields.
I'm going to kill power here.
Quantum travel complete.
Why am I drifting? Don't know why I would be drifting. Should be out here in the middle of nowhere. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Well, my ship's on fire. I don't think we got any cargo in it, do we? Nope. Shouldn't have on a fresh patch. Yeah, I'm going to log out here in the middle of nowhere and take a break for a bit and try to log back in. Make sure logout's working in this ship again. Change view.
Roger that.
Then before I log back in, I think maybe I will check change view. I will
Roger
check
that.
change view. Change view.
Roger that.
Check to see control schemes. Figure out why I can't truck stops need pad numbers. They do have pad numbers. Obviously he's not smart enough to check the kiosk where to find out where a ship is. That's all you have to do. Okay, obviously we need the function key. Why isn't the function key not working here? Up over there. Why is it way over there? Silly place to put it. Let's see, is it going to log out? Might do it. Yes, it did. Son of a gun. Okay. It's going to error when it logs out. I claim that's a problem. I don't see it. Don't think so. Everything looks good. Okay, we'll be back in a bit. We're going to grab something to eat because I'm starving to death. So I'll see everybody in a bit.